Good morning, Eagles. Today is March 25th, and it's time for your Eagle Report.
Quiet on set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The SAT is coming up right after break. Micaiah Johnson produced this video to give you some additional reminders about the test.
Y'all always on y'all phone. Y'all know the SAT coming up?
I mean, yeah, we know, but we still got a lot of time, so I ain't really tripping.
Jameer, it is a big deal for us. The SATs are important. Have you ever heard of Khan Academy?
Khan Academy?
Yeah, it's a website that show y'all how to prep for the SAT. Let me show you.
Dang, I didn't know all these practices was on here.
Yeah, so take your time going through it. And good luck.
Thanks.
The SAT will be after spring break on April 9th, and the ACT work keys will be April 10th. Good luck, juniors.
Juniors, take advantage of the time you have left to study for the SAT.
Ethan Cassett and Kevin Wright had a chance to talk with the counselors about where seniors should be with the college application.
All seniors are going through the same thoughts. What am I doing after I graduate? The answer is different for everyone. One thing is for certain though, college is scary, but it doesn't have to be. We have a great support staff here who is ready to help you along the way.
We talked to some of the Thurston counseling team to get their point of view on where seniors should be during the application process and also their advice when it comes to how to handle the money situation for college.
I am Tuesday Williams. I am a counselor at Thurston.
I am Annie Hahn. I'm one of the counselors here at Thurston High School.
Okay. So for the whole college application process for seniors, where should seniors be when it comes to this time of the year?
Right now, we would hope that you have filled out your applications and are probably awaiting your student aid report letters, which are basically the financial breakdown of how much it's going to cost to go to each college individually.
You should be finishing up your FAFSA, which is your application for financial aid. You should be applying for scholarships, but at this point in the year, there's also a lot of seniors who maybe haven't done those things yet, and it's not too late. So if you haven't applied to college, you want to start doing that right away. If you haven't started your FAFSA, which is your free application for federal student aid, you want to start doing that as soon as possible. And you can, there's always time to apply for scholarships.
So is it going to be ever too late to apply for financial aid or scholarships to any school?
A lot of people get nervous because of the March 1st deadline, which kind of just passed. And that's kind of a deadline because that's like where the state funding a lot of times runs out at that point, but you can always apply for student aid.
For financial aid, it's never too late. You could complete your FAFSA in June if you wanted to, but realistically what's going to happen is if you wait, there's a lot of money that's given out, like federal grant money, which, grant money you don't have to repay. If you wait too long to apply, that money's all given out, and then you end up with offers that are more loans. So there's not really an official too late point, but we always tell students to try to get it done like by March or early March.
We also talked to Miss Lily, the career counselor, about what colleges you should apply for and how to figure out what career you want if you have not decided.
So what do you have to say about the seniors who have no idea about what they're doing as of now?
It happens. Don't be discouraged and don't hide. You do not have all the answers. At 17, 18, you don't have all the answers. At 25, you don't have all the answers. So the key is to reach out to people who can help you along. So don't be discouraged. Come, talk to me, talk to your counselors. Like, let's just start researching. What are some things that you're passionate about? Could those be jobs? Okay, yes or no? Just look at all types of jobs out there. What are some classes that have gone really well for you? What went well? And so we can look at different aspects of, where you've had some success and try to figure out how that could translate into a career.
So is there anything that you want to say or address to the seniors that might watch this?
If you haven't already applied and done your FAFSA, start it right away. And if you have questions, come see us.
Don't let the money be a deterrent. Just need to ask questions. Every school will have a financial aid office. You need to make friends with somebody in the financial aid office, and they will help you figure out how to make college affordable for you to go.
734-751-1194. I respond to text messages from students who get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get intimidated. All the forms will start looking the same. After a while, you'll get it. But talk to people, get some help.
For more information, visit the counseling office.
It's not too late to get started on your application process.
Isabella asked some students and teachers about Women's History Month. Check it out.
Who is an important woman in your life?
The most important woman in my life is my grandma, because she raised me. She taught me everything I know. Even when I was alone with no parents, I had her. She was the one who raised me. She was there for me whenever I needed anything, and that was the person who I looked up to as a woman.
I would say my mom, because she's like the backbone for me. She's been with me for a lot, and she's pushed me to keep going towards my dreams.
I have lots of important women in my life, but somebody I've always looked up to, her name is Wangari Maathai, and she was a Kenyan woman who started the Green Belt movement, which planted trees and forests and really gave a lot of women hope and employment and water and shade and firewood. So I look up to her.
Why do you think it's so important to celebrate Women's History Month?
I think it's important to celebrate Women's History Month because they've put so much forward, they've been through so much hardships, and they just deserve to be recognized for the strong individual people that they are.
I think it's important to celebrate Women's History Month because I feel as if it is important that we celebrate all the accomplishments that women have made. For example, people like Rosa Parks and Michelle Obama, who have made a good stamp on history. So I think it's important that we celebrate their accomplishments.
I think it's really important in order to have young girls and women see examples examples of what women have done and highlight them, so young girls can look at them and say, I can do this too.
What are some of the biggest challenges women face today?
Some of the biggest challenges is that women are over-sexualized and blamed for a lot of the sexual assault that women receive. They are thought to be the people who intrigue it and that they want that type of stuff to happen to them, when in reality they really don't. And also women are seen as sexual figures instead of as real people a lot of the times. So there's so much pressure nowadays to look a certain way or do certain things with certain people just because that's what culture wants you to do, when you shouldn't have to feel like that.
Having equal pay as men, not looked at as gender, where they stand in business world or certain places, and just how good they are at what they do.
Men base us on stereotypes. It's always that it's not ladylike to do this and not ladylike to do that, which is very disrespectful towards women. So that's really a hard thing to face nowadays, the ladylike term.
When do you think America will have its first female president?
I honestly do not know when America will have its first female president. Many male figures are afraid of the thought of having a woman to be running or be the leader of the free world, and so I think that puts fear in a lot of men. So therefore, they will not vote for a woman, even if the woman is perhaps correct, so to speak.
What does it mean for men and women to be equal?
Whenever a boy can grow up and say, I want to be a nurse, for example, or a stay-at-home dad, and it's perfectly fine for him to do that. Or if a girl can grow up and say, yes, I want to play football professionally, and it's perfectly fine to do that. That's when we are really equal.
Hopefully you took some time to recognize every important woman in your life.
Spike Fest and Science Olympiad were held here at Thurston this week. Here's Mrs. Clayton with a short recap.
It was busy here at Thurston High School this weekend. The Thurston Science Olympiad team competed in the Wayne Monroe Regional Competition this past Saturday. The team worked all year preparing for their events and medaled in 8 of them. Teammates included seniors Alexander Kirsch, John Newton, and Madeline Zerial. Juniors Tashyla Green, Marlon Murrell, and Deep Patel. And sophomores Paulette Pawa and Mariah Simmons. Congratulations on a great season. Spike Fest 2019 was held on Saturday. There were 12 teams, including alumni and current students, as well as parents and friends. This was the 23rd year for Spike Fest, and we had some great competition. Our golden toilet seat went to the Bullets. The runners-up in the championship bracket was 3 friends, 2 acquaintances, and 1 enemy, an alumni team. And the 2019 Spike Fest champions are the 3-time alumni team champions, 18 champs, made up of Brian Tanana, Michael Maddox, Emily Whittico, Sean Presnell, Danielle Kermy, and Chad Lloyd. Thanks, everyone, for an amazing day of volleyball.
Congratulations to all the participants.
Here's Micaiah with everything you need to know for this week.
Today in advisory, there will be a mandatory senior meeting in the auditorium. Tomorrow, there will be a tennis, softball, and soccer game at 4, all home and away. On Wednesday, March 27th, there will be a poetry club meeting after school and also spring team pictures after school beginning at 2:45. On Thursday, March 28th, there is a tennis meet here at 4 and a girls' varsity soccer game away at 4:30. April 1st through 8th, there will be no school for spring break, and school will resume April 9th with SAT testing.
Students, please don't forget that Friday is Thurston's Talent Show at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium. Buy tickets for $3 with your student ID and $5 at the door without your ID.
Have a great day, Eagles, and don't forget to soar.
We'll see you again in April.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.